we are back. We are back. Your boy Big Bird. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to App Studios. Let's get after it. But first, let's jump into a rap break. Drop the beat. It's your boy Big Bird coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. Snoop Dogg, 10 till midnight, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. Personal favorites on the track is Step with Swiss Beats. And the whole cameo loop, oh man, that is ridiculous. Slide off, stop counting my pockets. I like that one. Stop counting my pockets. Dog, what up, Joe? With Peasy? Pop my shit, Trinidad James? Oh my goodness. These songs and many more. Yo, Snoop Dogg, 10 till midnight, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Snoop Deal Double Jizzle. Make sure you go get the project. We thought it was hot. We thought it was hot, 10 till midnight. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way, helps the channel, and we appreciate it. So we're going to stay in the NBA playoffs and in the world of the Western Conference. And we had a fist fight last night, ladies and gentlemen. San Antonio Spurs and Wembanyama versus the Baby Blazers. And Avia, this thing was really good. I mean, San Antonio came out on fire. They had the crowd behind them. And you can see the Blazers came out with a sense of urgency because the Blazers jumped out to this huge lead where you was just pretty much shook like, wait a minute. Is this a vision of what Portland could be in the future? And them continuing to go ahead and push the pace, and San Antonio starts making buckets, and all of a sudden now Portland's got that Denver Nuggets disease. They're not scoring as many points. They go through droughts. You had a lot of sloppy play, and now out of nowhere, bam, you got a game going into the second quarter, 27-28. And Portland was on the defensive all night long. And then in the second quarter, Wemby, and they kept putting Drew Holiday on Wemby. Drew Holiday is a gifted defender. I will give him that. He can make things difficult for you, and he can be an irritant when he's on his defensive game and when he's in his bag. Him playing Wemby, I mean, I was scratching my head like, why would they put a guy who's drastically smaller on Wemby? But he was able to go ahead and draw offensive fouls on Wemby, and then he was able to catch him when he pulled out the chair. Wemby falls, and he fell a little too hard to the point where he actually hit his face against the floor, and he looked like he was concussed because he was dizzy. He couldn't get up right away. And Stephon Castle and him had a small mini conversation, but he set up, and when he got up, he was able to go ahead and jog back to the locker room. And then following the league concussion protocols, he was going to miss the remainder of that game. It wasn't anything dirty. It was just a freak accident. Freak accidents happen. I think that the league needs to acknowledge this instead of trying to look at other guys who don't have a history or a pattern of playing dirty. They try to go ahead and make this out to be more than it really was. And that's all this could be seen as. It's just a freak accident. However, Scoot Henderson, glad to see Scoot in it. The Blazers, they shot 42% from the field. They shot 34% from downtown, 73% from the charity stripe. They got out rebounded by the San Antonio Spurs, a 45-43 advantage enjoyed by Thiago and company. And then you got to look at the assist, and that went really well for the Blazers. Again, most of these games that I look at and I commentate and I say, hey, look, these guys aren't blocking any shots. Why do you have a center as a rim protector and you can't deter anybody from scoring anything anywhere? So, yeah, when I got to looking at that, I'm like, wait a minute. The Blazers had 11 blocks. 11 blocks. They were doing everything they could do. They even pressured turnovers and steals by San Antonio. San Antonio had 16 turnovers. The Blazers converted those into 24 points. It's like the old Willie Pep moniker: make them miss, make them pay. You got to protect the ball. You're down your superstar. So that means De'Aaron Fox is going to have to step up. Means that you got to have Stephon Castle step up and play a bigger role in this. You have to have all of these guys start to bring their A game and start to play together, because you have to hold court. But that would not be the case. That would not be the case. Going down, like I said, going down to the wire, this thing looked like in the fourth quarter, they were down by 12 points. In the fourth quarter, Portland was down by 12 points, and they would not go away. Shout out to Scoot Henderson, because that dude has had one of the worst, or it wasn't the worst, but it was one of the roughest transitions into the league that you can have. He came from the G League Ignite, and I don't think that thing is even around anymore. That team is around anymore. But he had all of these can't miss factors, and that's why the Portland Trailblazers traded Damian Lillard. But the thing that hurt the most when it came to Scoot was that Scoot didn't have any kind of mentor to show him how this was done. And Portland didn't have the kind of patience with a GM where they could grow some things. They were just trying to really duck contracts and ship guys out the door, because CJ McCollum was hurt and they drafted Anthony Simons. Well, he plays the same position as CJ McCollum. You never let CJ get healthy. You gave him away to New Orleans. Then New Orleans got caught up in a 4-player trade deal where Trae Young leaves Atlanta. He ends up in Washington. Washington gets caught up in another trade deal. They send him from Washington to Atlanta. He's finally healthy. Dame Lillard was hurt and injured. He's still going to miss all of this year. The Milwaukee Bucks are still paying him a portion of his salary. And him being a mentor to Scoot and how to really play the NBA game is really showing it's, like I said, it's owned by leaps and bounds. Shout out to him. Shout out to him for sticking with it. 31 points on 11 of 17 shooting from the field, 5 of 9 from downtown. He had a rebound to his credit, a swipe, and a block. He was playing, like I said, he was playing his ass off. And Denny Avdija, they always feature him and they want to talk about him. And I mean, he had a good night. He was 5 of 13 for 14 points. But the real guy who came out and he wouldn't be denied was Scoot Henderson. The backcourt of Henderson and Holiday, those two combined damn near put up 50 points by themselves. And then the Blazers, everybody on the bench got into the scoring factor. They came out to have Shaedon Sharpe. He came off the bench for 9 points. The mystery man always does his thing. Double-double. You got that out of Robert Williams. He had the huge corner three and to go ahead and push them ahead. He plays defense like an animal as well, and he rebounds really well. This is a series a lot of people just turn their heads up and their nose at and been like, psh, the Blazers are going to lose in 4. They're headed back to the Rose Garden. You're in the Great North right now. And as a lifelong Blazer fan, if they're able to pull off the upset, I might just scream at the top of my voice. If you think the Blazers are toast, ultimately, get in the comments. If you think San Antonio is an odds-on favorite for the finals, let me hear it from you. It's your boy, Big Vern. Yeah, it's your boy, Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments. Let me know whether you agree or disagree. How's it really going down? Also, don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back.